is Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He was excellent a week ago, turning his catches into nearly 180 yards. It's the Eagles and the Rams on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 16 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Eagles at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed 3rd-rounder in last year's draft. The 2nd-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ridder now on 2nd down. This one downfield to Burks. Oh, bowls over it. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ridder to throw it. Touchdown, Rams! Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go play action now. Jackson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Elliott. Broken tackle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Ready, go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Green, yellow, lining, blue, check. Switch, yellow, black swap.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Ritter from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Here's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jackson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Gets through, and now an opening. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Working from the gun, Ritter. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down throw coming for Ritter. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bears.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here we go. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, a 1,000-yard season. 2023,
Here we go.
A big year for his future with the franchise.
Set.
Inside give to Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Check pink. Smith red.
Going play action. Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ritter back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give to Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Blue check. Switch. Yellow. Black swap.
The give is to Elliott. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he'll go down. 20-yard line. Injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ridder. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Check pink.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Set, ready.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And his first throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Check white.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 7.
Opposite, green.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Donald just continues to astound with plays like that. Last year, his 9th season in the NFL, and the first time since his rookie year, he wasn't voted an All-Pro. Yet even in just 11 games, had 5 sacks and made the Pro Bowl. Simply incredible.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That is caught. Down the number. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Set. Ready.
First down, Love to pass.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
10 cycles.
Throwing, Love.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete to Mooney.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, going to the air with Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Holding. Offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's go. On the double. Ready.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going back to Love. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tank Dell with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
previous
And
play
we
is
remember,
under
of
review.
course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Mega. Set.
Love throwing for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That is caught by Dell.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Take Dell.
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Eagles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. So that